How to move from one employer to another without going out of Thailand. Is it possible? Of course, absolutely yes, because I did it last March 2019 and now I'll be sharing to you. Please keep on watching. Hello guys. So I find the urgency to share my experience on how to move from one employer to another without going out of Thailand. It's possible, yes, because I did it and I can prove it to you that it's possible. Okay, I will start from planning on leaving your first employer, your current employer. Before moving to a new employer, please be very cautious and please have a good relationship with the school and with the liaison officer and your coordinator. That's very important. So the first thing to do is say, okay, let's put it this way: you already have your new employer and they're willing to hire you. So what you should do is to ask your new employer to prepare all the necessary documents from the school. Those will include the permit of the school, the licensee, the ID, the work permit of, yes, the work permit of the director of the school, and probably the owner. You know that you're gonna start with all the requirements from the bottom line. The way how you had applied for your visa work permit before is the same thing. So in my case, my current school now, it was their first time to hire foreign teachers. So as in direct hire. So it's not easy. Like, they got zero idea because normally they just leave it to the agency. So it was difficult, but if you don't give up, you're gonna reach the finish line. So what I did, a research, because yes, we cannot trust this hearsay or this fake news. So we have to trust ourselves, like discover what's the real deal. So what I did, I talked to my liaison and I asked her to please communicate with my liaison in my old school, but it didn't happen. So I don't really depend on them alone. What I did, I communicate with my coordinator because my liaison in my old school was Thai and she can hardly speak basic English, so it helps a lot. Prior to cutting my work permit, you all guys, if you're gonna do this, please do this first. You have to pass a resignation letter. Sorry, below because of my braces. What is it? You have to pass a resignation letter a month before they're gonna cut your work permit. So it would be fair and they can find your replacement.
Baka ma-blacklist ako. Lagot.
Because they're gonna have time to find another teacher or another worker in your stead. So that's it. And you have to negotiate, ask your liaison, ask your school to please give time for your school to finish all the papers and your paper, because in my case, you need to have a valid English proficiency result. That time I was preparing for taking masters in Australia, so I had my IELTS. I used it for applying for the new work permit. I think it's really needed. The TOEIC or TOEFL or IELTS. Please comment down below if there's changes now and they don't need it when you transfer employer. But in my case, last year, we need to pass this requirement. And after that, so it's very important. So prepare your work permit, your English proficiency result. If you don't have it now, you can book to the TOEIC center. They're gonna prioritize the ones with work permit. So you're very lucky you still have your work permit. So you can still use it as long as you ask permission from the school that you're gonna need it. And then take the exam. After the result comes out, you also don't forget to get medical certificate. You can private message me on Facebook. But if you know like any other clinics or hospital that you can get, medical certificate accepted by the immigration, that's good enough. And after that, if everything's ready, the school's papers are ready, you can contact your old school. In my case, again, last time I had this entourage, because it looks like an entourage, because my liaison officer drove me back 30 kilometers away from my new workplace with a school van driver to my old school. Because so on that day, early in the morning, the first hour, the immigration office, my old school cut my work permit. After that, we have to get the confirmation that it's cut already. The school needs to, the liaison in the new employer needs to get it on the same day. And right away, we have to rush back to the immigration, another immigration, my local immigration. So it was from Nuntaburi immigration, we moved to Samut Prakan immigration. And there, all requirements ready on the same day. But please, another thing, very important thing to do, during the cut of work permit, the liaison needs to put the date of cancellation of work permit on that day. Don't you ever let them write the date like last month, you're not working with them, or this week, or it must be on that day. The date of cancellation and the end of your employment must be on that day, otherwise you will be overstayed. Please negotiate. Okay, so that's it. So since it's caught on the same date, the date with the old school na, remember, the same date of application. Go to your local immigration and pass all the papers, especially the letter from the school that it's being cut already. And then after that, you go to the work permit, apply for a new work permit, and then you're gonna have the receipt, and the receipt you're gonna bring back to the immigration, and there you can have your non-B and your non-B visa, almost 3 months visa. And after that, the 1-year stamp will be given to you after the non-B. Before the non-B length of days is over, you have to stamp the 1-year permanent visa. It's not permanent, but 1-year non-immigrant visa. So that's it. If you're messed up and you want to clarify something, please comment down below. If this video is a help to you, and if you want to support me, please do like, share, and subscribe, whatever suits you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye, and regards to your application for your visa, and I hope you can obtain it successfully without going out of Thailand. I wish you all the best. Bye bye.